Whew. Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Jobu Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. Um, I'm doing a little bit of a test here. Um, I've been gone for a while, and I've had some issues with my Wi-Fi setup and things. So E2 Blues coming over later on tonight, and I think my buddy Daniel's coming, and he'll want to live stream out here. So I'm just checking the service out and seeing what's what and who's who, and see if the signal is working better. So if you can see me, if you can hear me, let me know because I'd like to know that we got something going on, so I can pull it up on my computer. So the New York stinking Giants are real bad, and I mean really, really bad. Let's see. Well, I messed up the title. Hood idea? I'm not real bright. So let me see if I can get my comments. How you doing, John, Patrick, Ruben? I'm still working on getting back on track, man. I have been uh, having gone away for a week. I have just been out of kilter and stuff, and just getting back. Had to take care of this drained up line in my house, and unpack and just get everything together. And so just getting my equipment hooked back up, and so just checking before tonight because we got the Cowboys versus the Minnesota Vikings. So let me know if you guys can hear me okay, and I'm going to see if I can see myself here on the stream and not get the computer too close to this. Um, I'm trying to find out what happened with Chris Carter myself. I do not know for sure what it was, but whatever it is, they did it quietly. They just moved him out. I don't know if it was sexual in nature. I don't know if it was just, you're just not that good or what, but they sure moved on from him real quick. And nobody's saying anything. Chris cussed out Fox. Is that what it was, Rashid? Rashid, man, your team looks like some doo-doo, man. Danny Dimes. Danny, I think he owes them a few dimes, man. Danny stinks. He wanted more NFL coverage. So did he? The question is, did he leave on his own or not? Dennis, thank you very much for voting. Is the picture clear? Is it clear? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Actually, oh, okay. Actually, I see it pretty clear over here on the screen. Um, Rashid, I'm sorry, man. Your team stinks. Um, the fact that we lost to the Jets, I'm still mystified by it. He wanted to call more games, so he went on. Okay, well, better that's what happened as opposed to what happened to guys like Warren Sapp with sexual allegations and stuff. Cowboys 31, Vikings 24. Well, as we start thinking about that game tonight, everybody's talking about, the Vikings, they're a really good team, and um, they're, about as equal with the Cowboys. Now, you play the teams that are on your schedule, and you can't be mad about, if you have a bunch of patches on it. But you got to think, Giants are making a move. You got to think that now that New England got pummeled by Baltimore, that maybe New England played a soft schedule early, and maybe they're not quite as good as everybody thought. Because here's the teams that the Vikings have played. They won 28-12 against Atlanta. Atlanta is bad, okay? Atlanta is awful. Um, Green Bay, the 21-16 they lost to. They beat the Raiders 34-14. Again, another team that, although they're playing better lately, I think they've got, what, 4 victories? Or they have 4 victories? The Bears, who are a disappointment. The Giants, and you can see, they suck. The Eagles, yeah. The Lions. The Redskins. And then they lost to Kansas City. So the only victory they have over a winning team is over Philadelphia. That's it. That's the list. I'm not saying that we've done fantastic against winning teams, but we went toe-to-toe at least with New Orleans in their house. New Orleans has only lost one game, and that's when they lost Drew Brees. Green Bay, we made a comeback. We were close. We weren't out of it till the end. The Jet game, it just is what it is. So from that standpoint, I don't think that Minnesota is as great as everybody says they are. I know Kirk Cousins is not good in prime time. I think he's only won, I don't have the numbers in front of me, I think 6 out of 28 games in prime time, or games that weren't 1 o'clock kickoff. So I'm not sold on Kirk Cousins being this great guy that you've been hearing all week from all the talking heads. Yeah, Matthew Stafford has got a couple of fractured bones in his back. And they said he'll be week to week, but probably won't be playing next week. And then you've got New England having a tough game coming up next week against the Eagles, and then turn around and have to play us. That's going to be interesting. Run, Zeke, run. Twin Eagles, how are you doing, man? I'm just sitting out here doing a little test stream to see if my Wi-Fi is working now on the outside. I changed the cables to the modem out here, and it seems like it's doing better. Oh, definitely needed. Well, Baltimore put that out there. I mean, we saw what Baltimore was able to do to New England by running the football. Yeah, it's not Puerto Rico, but I'm sure I'm happy. Oh, yeah, I'm glad to be back, although it's cold. You see it? I got a sweatshirt on here, and I got the fire going. It's cold, man. I miss that. I miss being in Puerto Rico. So, apparently the Cowboys and Dak have not made any leeway or headway on his contract. Touchdown Giants. All right, the Giants are now 14-7. But apparently they haven't made any headway on Dak Prescott's contract. And at this point, with the season kind of winding down and not too much longer, it's looking more and more like it's going to be a franchise tag, which will be about $33.5 million. So the question is do you think that's the right move? After seeing how that blew up in the face of the Washington Redskins, where they ended up franchise tagging Kirk Cousins for 2 years, paying him $54 million, and he ends up leaving. Antoine Myers. Antoine, you might be right. I kind of find it hard to believe myself that they would franchise tag. Although, it could be a deal like you have with the Cowboys and Dak, basically getting to the end of the season and buying themselves some more time and getting it worked out after the season. In some regards, here's another way you can look at it. If you're Dak Prescott, you want to make sure that this season is freaking incredible, because if you're, like say one of the 3 MVP candidates, if you are getting the Cowboys to the playoffs and you win a couple of games, or better yet, you go to the Super Bowl, your price tag's going up. So in some regards, that may be more of an incentive for the Cowboys, maybe looking at this as more of an incentive for Dak Prescott to play lights out. Think about it. With Jason Garrett, every time Jason Garrett has gotten an extension, it seems like, we go down the toilet. But when Jason Garrett's been on the final year of his contract and he's literally playing for his life, well, it seems like he does a little bit better. Now, I don't think Dak Prescott needs any more incentive to try any harder, but that could be the Cowboys thinking. That's the only thing I could think of. Well, Roy, that could be the risk that they're going to take. How you doing, L4G? I think the tag price of Dak is a fair price per year. So if you won't sign for that, he has to tag him to see where the piece is. Okay. Zeke didn't really mess up Dak's money. Cowboys are still top 7, I think, in cash for next year. The more Dak wins, the more cash holding. Yeah, you could say that. This is one of those ones that, end of last season, I said the Cowboys need to hurry up and sign Dak Prescott because the clock is ticking. At that time, they probably could have got him in the 28 million range. Now we're talking about 40. This is one of those things that the Cowboys, they always talk about we're going to be frugal about our money and everything else, and we want the players to work. D-Law didn't work with them. Zeke didn't work with them. Why is it now you're holding up and saying that Dak's got to when you've already set the precedent that, you're going to wait till the last minute before the season starts. Here it is. We're at the end of training camp. We got the season starting. Okay, let's go ahead and sign Zeke. You had DeMarcus Lawrence waiting to get his shoulder operated on. I'm not getting it done until you do that. I guess Dak Prescott has to go that route and be an ass and say, pay me my money. 35 should be because, you look at what Dak's doing versus Carson Wentz and Jared Goff. You got to. He's playing better than either of those guys. I don't see either of those guys in the top 5 in any of the categories. How you doing, Bobby Ice? Kevin Carr, JJ, Terrace Davis, $50 million. Okay, let's not get crazy now. But see, here's the thing. Hold up. Here's the problem. If you have him play on the tag, that is a hard number. That's $33.5 million right now that you're going to have to pay. There's no spreading it out. That's a hard number. If you look at La'el Collins got more money guaranteed. They redid his contract. His cap number went down. Okay? So it wouldn't be, if you signed him to a $120 million contract, this, that, and the other, it wouldn't be $35 million cap hit that year. It might only be about a 24. That's what Russell Wilson's hit is this year, is like 24 million, and he's getting 35. So it's a way of actually getting yourself some room because you're spreading it out over the length of the contract, that bonus money, that signing money. And that's where, if you do a franchise tag, that's the number, that's the hit. So if you're talking about taking 33 out of about 79, then that means you got 40 million left to take care of Amari Cooper. You got to take care of Van Der Esch coming up. You got to take care of Byron Jones, and you're gonna have to fill in holes because, or sign. Oh Lordy, why am I having brain farts today? Robert Quinn. You're gonna either have to come up with some money to pay him, or let him walk and find somebody else to fill those shoes. So you don't want to tie up $35 million if you have to on your quarterback. You don't. You want to keep it so it works within your budget. And long term, we don't know what. Well, here's the thing: we know the Cowboys offered 30. We heard the number 40 from him. We don't know if that was actually from him or the Cowboys saying that. If you go in the middle, 35 is the number. The way the referees are hitting Dak, yeah, you're right about that. And that's one of those things that people don't seem to realize, because a lot of people Tony Romo had this team, we'd won a Super Bowl or two with it. I don't know that Tony Romo, with the beating that Dak took with the Jets would still be upright. Flea flicker by the Jets. Uh-oh, going deep. Holy, oh, overthrew him. Damn. Missed him by that much. Dak will be able to demand big money after. Yeah. I hope we get it. Oh, my God. You know how cool that would be to win the Super Bowl? Oh, my God. Yes, he's working on his master's degree in psychology on top of it. Who took the Jets? Yeah. Second and 10. Running the foot. Ooh, wow. You know, it's amazing. As we sit here and start looking at the season, remember how they said with Le'Veon Bell how good the Jets were going to be? Remember that? Remember how good they said the Browns were going to be with Odell Beckham? And we had Cowboy fans, man, we should have signed, both of those guys, right? You're hearing word now that AB is not going to be playing anymore this season. All of these guys that everybody was, pounding the chest saying the Cowboys don't care about winning. Antoine, you don't even like Dak, but Dallas needs to pay up. Oh, man. Okay. And the Giants get a sack. Okay. On 3rd and 13, they dial it up. They need to pay him. Every other quarterback in the NFL has gotten something. This is a guy who hasn't made $4 million yet in 4 years. That's just unbelievable. That's literally highway robbery. The reason why the Dallas Cowboys have so much cap space now is because Dak Prescott has been a bargain. And to nickel and dime him now and try and keep him dirt cheap just seems to be wrong in my mind. Oh, I'm so TKG. I'm ready for tonight, man. I'm thinking about, as boring as this game is, taking a nap before tonight. Just so I'm ready to be up all night. Oh boy, I am still sleepy from being in Puerto Rico, and I've missed doing my live streams. But it looks like the picture is really good out here. So tonight, we're going to have a ball. Didn't they offer? Yeah, they offered him $30 million. Nap time in a couple hours. Yeah, actually, I've got my niece and nephew here, and they wanted me to make them some sushi, some California rolls. So I'm going to go up and make some sushi for them. Then I think I will take a nap, at least for the second half of the Giants game, because this thing is ugly. Derek, yes, you can ask me an honest question. They say Cooper's playing tonight. Dak has not missed it. He hasn't missed a game, period. You have church at 4? Okay. Dak can lose it all if he gets too greedy. Don't sleep on the Vikings. Okay. Didn't you also say don't sleep on the Giants too, Rashid? Greedy, laughing my ass off. You guys are hilarious. I like that. Right. Okay, so guys, do me a favor. Do me a favor. Vote for me for fan-sided Fan of the Year. I've got the link in most of my videos and things. I got it on Facebook. I'll put it on the description on this as well. If I win, I'm one of 5 finalists. If I win, I will be buying tickets, and we're going to have a bunch of fans that have never had the opportunity to go to a game before, get us all together, and have a ball. And I'm debating on how I should do it. If I should do it to make it better for more people, to just buy party passes. Just take the $2,500 in credit and buy as many party passes as I can. Um, I've talked to Cowboys Experience. They'll make them part of the tailgate, and we can do kind of like a whole weekend thing. Autograph signing, that'll be on Saturday. So it'll be really, really cool thing to do. So should I get tickets in the game, or should I get party pass? Give me your thoughts. Because see, if I buy tickets, then it's only about 10 tickets. But if I get party passes, then I can do like 25. Thoughts? If we make the playoffs, how far can we go? Who knows? Nobody saw the New York Giants coming in as a wild card, going to the Super Bowl and beating an undefeated New England, did they? The key thing on football is this: you're healthy and you're peaking at the end of the season. It's not always the team that's the best that goes to the Super Bowl. And a lot of times you see teams that play really, really good in the first half of the year and then tail off at the end. You could look at the Cowboys last year. We played like some crap in the first half, but then we peaked at the end, and had we gotten a stop on fourth down against Jared Goff, I believe we win that game. We're in the NFC Championship. Yeah, party passes stand all game, but we could get about 25 people together to go that way. Just trying to figure out how to do this, because I've already had so many people that are like, I want to go, I want to go, I want to go. And it may be that I've opened up a can of worms that it's going to be a mess. Score prediction. I think the Cowboys are going to do some damage. I'm going to say 31. I think Kirk Cousins is going to be Kirk Cousins. 17. Daniel Jones gets lit up. There's a flag. Unnecessary roughness or what? Or holding? Rashid, your team's some doo-doo. Face mask on the Jets. Derek, that's what I'm saying. You look at the numbers. The only quarterback in the top 5 in total QBR, completions, quarterback rankings, and yards per average. And yet they talk about, well, Dak Prescott's accuracy is not that good. If his accuracy is not that good, explain to me how come the Dallas Cowboys have 9 yards more per game than anybody, or more, than anybody else in the NFL. Explain to me how we're averaging almost 300 yards a game passing. Explain that to me. Oh, Callie, they combined for 437 yards a game. That's what the Cowboys are getting a game. 437 yards a game. Daniel Jones fumbles the snap and throws it away. Daniel Jones will get paid before Dak? Wow, now I tell you what, damn. That would be some shit since he's a rookie right now. No race cards. Jerry's playing chess. Well, I don't know what it is, but it needs to change. Darnold and Holmes. I haven't even kept up with the scores today. This would be easier actually if I was sitting at my desk, because then I could have my computer's all going on. Mahomes will probably be rusty today. Well, Kansas City is winning. Whoa, the Falcons are up 10-3 on New Orleans. I'd hate to root for Atlanta, but that would be actually a good thing if it happened. Squirrels. Because you want some of these teams to start coming back to the pack, and maybe New Orleans peaked early. Detroit's up 3-0 over the Bears. See, here's where you got to start feeling better right now if you're a Cowboy fan. Detroit started off playing pretty good. They had the tie against the Cardinals. They won a couple of games, but all of a sudden, down the toilet. Matthew Stafford, broken bones in his back. The Bears, you remember what they did last year. Basically, they were a kicker away from being in the second round of the playoffs. But they missed. And this year, Mitch Trubisky looks like some straight-up doo-doo. Uh-oh, the Giants have now tied up the score. Okay, I take back what I said, Rashid, about Danny Dimes. He's Danny 2 cents again. And Buffalo 7-6 against Cleveland. So think about this now, guys. Hold up. We got the Vikings at home tonight. Okay, we got Kirk Cousins. We got the Lions next week without Matthew Stafford. New England all of a sudden looks mortal, playing against a good team that can run the ball. We can run the football. We can get into a slugfest with them. We got the Bears. Bears got no offense. You score 14 points, you're beating the Bears. We got the Eagles, who we've owned, right? And we got the Redskins that are putrid. Cowboys go 6-2 down the stretch. 11-5. That's what I predicted for the season. Is there anybody on that schedule that truly scares you right now? I don't have anybody that scares me right now. Pat Mahomes, 12-17, 124 yards, 1 TD. Not bad. I'll take that for a guy that's been out for a few weeks. It's not the monster numbers that he usually has, but not bad. Rashid, really? After all the different things that Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys have done to your team, the way they have violated that team, come on, man. Come on, Rashid. David T. Yeah. We scare us. That's a great point. What's for dinner? I'm going to go do some California rolls for my niece and nephew and stuff. And then I'll cook some chicken wings tonight for the game. I'm not going to go too crazy tonight because I'm still tired, man. That trip to Puerto Rico wore me out. I was going to go install this hot water heater tomorrow, but I think I might just wait until Tuesday. Figuring that we're going to be up late tonight. If the Cowboys win, I'll be out here smoking a cigar and just trying to catch up on my sleep a little bit. All right, tied up, 14-14. Jason Garrett can find ways to lose. I would love to see him use Tony Pollard more because you're not really stepping back when you use him, and you want to try and keep Zeke Elliott fresh going into the end of the season. 5 minutes, 24 seconds left in the half. And let's see what the Jets do here. That's the NFL for you. It's week to week. The Atlanta Falcons' only win has been against the Eagles. Other than that, they've looked like crap. But don't let it fool you. They're only down by 3. Oh, my bad. I missed it. Thank you. 14-13. You're right. But at least, here's the good thing. It's cold in New England, but at least it's still in November, which isn't that bad. It's not like it's in late December or January. Do I think the Eagles lose to the Giants or the Dolphins? The Giants always play the Eagles tough. I don't think they'll lose to the Dolphins, but it could be conceivable that the Giants beat them. You never know. Might have to go to Seattle for the first round of the playoffs. Well, that depends on how they fit. Now, there's no guarantee that Seattle wins their division. The 49ers are the only undefeated team. The 49ers, it could be that you're going to San Fran as opposed to Seattle. And we would have to lose the division too to go to Seattle first round of playoffs. You think Dak will leave? Dak's about winning and Jerry's about money. Man, don't say that. Man, that'd make that a tough decision, man. If Dak had, Cowboys couldn't be that stupid, would they? Hey, Charles. Jets are moving the football. Is this the same Jets team that lost to Miami last week? Oh, holding. Bring it back. Dak won't go anywhere. He's fine here. Jerry will tag Dak for 2 years if he has to. But tagging him for 2 years would be ridiculous because the second year tag would be about $44 million. That's already 78 million. So you're looking at paying him 78 million for 2 years under the franchise tag when you could turn around and get a long-term deal with an out. Titans fumble return for what? Who fumbled on the Titans? I mean on Kansas City. Damn, let me turn on the red zone because this game is some crap. Buccaneers over the Cardinals 10-6. Ooh. Falcons 10-3 still. Matty Ice with the ball with 2 minutes 42 seconds left in the half. Third and 10 for the Falcons, deep in their territory. Okay, let's see if Matty Ice does something. Excuse me, I'm choking. First down. Lions up 6-0 over the Bears. That's a shocker. Tennessee up 13-10, Kansas City. Pat Mahomes 15-20, 147 yards. Baltimore is crushing Cincinnati, the only other game that's on here. Kyler Murray with the big run. Damn. Yeah, it's a 20% increase. So 20% of 30. That's 6. Yeah, about like 40, 42 million, something like that. So you look at 30, 33 and 40, you're talking about $75 million for 2 years. How does that make any sense? You know, this is where the Redskins ended up paying Kirk Cousins 45 for 2 years. He walks, they get nothing for him. And they could have basically, for probably another $10 million, had him for like a 4-year deal. So doing that franchise tag, you know, I know some of those people out there that don't believe in Dak are like, oh yeah, because that way we can cut him, we can get rid of him. It's not a smart business decision, because it also creates animosity between your quarterback that basically says, as soon as I can get off this off ramp, I'm out of here. I don't give a rat's ass about them. They don't give a rat's ass out there about me. I'm going to do what's best for me. And that's David, and that's the thing about it. He could get injured and never be able to play again. We've seen players. You're always one play away from your career being over. Cardinals moving the ball. Oh my God. The Redskins, you know, here it is. You got Trent Williams, who basically is saying, I will never play for the Redskins. I know I'm not a free agent until the end of next year. I'm not on the field for them. They have screwed up so many situations. You look at quarterbacks. You know, they let Kirk Cousins go. I'm not saying Kirk Cousins was great, but Kirk Cousins would have been cheaper. This is how crazy it is. Had they signed Kirk Cousins to a long-term deal, they wouldn't be paying Alex Smith $22 million a year last year, this year, and next year. Think about that. You got $70 million going to Alex Smith. You had $45 million going to Kirk Cousins. Then you bring in Case Keenum. You end up drafting Haskins, who doesn't look like he can really play. And here we are. We won't pay Dak Prescott. How does that work? Can you let Jason Garrett go to the Redskins? Ouch. Kurt is so overrated. Kurt can't beat winning teams. All right, here we go. Cincinnati in the red zone. First and goal on the 4-yard line. Ooh, 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 ooh. Just turning back into the Giants game real quick to see what's going on. Oh, Tariq Hill injured again. Ouch. You know, all of a sudden, Kansas City might not be the team that everybody thought they were going to be. Damn. Kansas City's having some rough luck. Holmes gets sacked. Go back to red zone. Why must we watch the Ravens in Kansas? I mean, Ravens in Cincinnati. Damn, now Kansas City's got an injured offensive lineman too? Falcons 3rd and 2 with a minute 42 left. And Matty Ice gets sacked by my homie, Demario Davis. Damn. Matty Ice, just like in the Super Bowl, took a sack that took him out of field goal range. And here's Kansas City, 2nd and 18, dumps it off for 5 yards. Touchdown, Cincinnati. And Cleveland still leads Buffalo 9-7. Falcons will probably get a field goal, and they do. Falcons up 13-3. And Kansas City 3rd and 9 on the Tennessee 29. All right, come on. We know they scored. Let's go to one of the other games now. Come on. Freaking red zone. Do I need to see Cincinnati kick an extra point that they're down by 18? No, Larry Fitzgerald still getting it done, man. One-handed catch. Damn. Damn, that was a hell of a catch by Larry Fitzgerald. Okay. Feed Zeke. Yeah, I like that. Oh, man. Now, is that a second offensive lineman hurt for Kansas City, or was that the same one? Dak deserves the bag of money. I agree with you on that one. Why they announced what on the on game day? What was that that Jerry announced on game day about the franchise tag? I don't know what the code name would be for that. Damn, you go for it on your own 30-yard line, fourth down? Wow. The Bears. God, they suck. That was about the ugliest pass I've ever seen in my life. Okay, Buffalo about to kick field goal to take the lead. Minster, they're the only team being shut out right now. Frickin' Bears stink. I said that the Bears were going to take a step back. I didn't think they were going to drop off the face of the earth. They're in field goal range. I'll be damned. Okay, Kansas City. 2 minutes, 9 seconds left to go. 3rd and 9. They're not snapping it for the 2 minute. Okay. It's a 2 minute warning. It's not a timeout. Buffalo. Well. This is going to be an interesting call. That'll be pass interference or illegal contact on the Lions, trying to let the Bears get a touchdown. What's happening to my chat here? How much of a healthy... I think Amari Cooper is just going to be nicked up all season this season, unfortunately. And Buffalo's running, and throws it away. It's my favorite cup. Cardinals take the lead. Touchdown, the Bears. Holy moly. The Bears get a touchdown. Manchester 54, I hope you're right that this will be our best and most complete game. I would like to see that. Bennett, I think we're going to end up just running for the season and letting him walk. Robert Quinn, I think they'll probably try to if he's not too expensive. But here's the thing that you have to look at. If they end up walking and getting a big fat contract elsewhere, you're getting compensatory picks, which means you're getting young guys that you can start drafting to bring in to replace them. They missed the extra point. Buffalo missed the field goal. Buffalo, you stink. You missed a chip shot field goal that would have given you the lead. You stink. Jets going for a 54-yard field goal, and looks like that's no good. Kansas City going for a field goal, and looks like it's good. So Kansas City, Tennessee, 13-13 tie. $34 is a good number. I have to step back once he gets paid. To me, 34 would be reasonable. I mean, if the franchise tag is 33 and a half, come on. As long as he's paid more than Wentz and golf, I'm okay. Hold up. Hold up, guys. Wait a second.